Today, we are going to go through the camera build that I used in my last set of short films, which if you haven't seen, the first one released yesterday, please go ahead, check it out when you get a chance. Some really talented actors, casting crew on there. Hope you guys like it. We're planning to release one very short film every Friday for the foreseeable future, and the one that we released yesterday is the very first one in that endeavor. They are all horror, thriller focused, focus on strong concepts and short-term execution from there. And in just a moment, I'm going to go through all of the pieces that I used in the main camera build, starting again with the Sony FX30, and as you can see on it, a small rig, full cage. So, hope you enjoy. To start, we have our Sony FX30, which is an APS-C sensor, which is similar but not the same to a Super 35 sensor. It's an equivalent for all intents and purposes, and it works great for what we need it for. Around the Sony FX3, we have a small rig full cage, which, if you can see, has a lot of different screws and slots and spaces where you can attach a lot of things to build out the camera, which is exactly what I'm going to go through now with all the things you see here. So again, small rig cage, Sony FX30 camera. The first thing that I'll highlight is the top handle that mounts right onto the cage. This is also small rig. This pops on right here. We're just gonna do a super fast build. We're not gonna spend a lot of time talking about any of it. If it's something that you guys are interested in, maybe I could do a longer video on YouTube. So again, this is another small rig piece, and this is what we mount the on-camera monitor onto, which, just now realized I don't have the on-camera monitor. Grab that momentarily. So this mounts on here on top of the top handle. It pivots and swivels, and with the monitor up here, it's nice. You're able to no matter what the camera setup is, we as a production team are able to see what's going on there. The next thing is a small rig 15mm rod mount that you can attach the frame to. So there's these screws on the bottom that they fit into. It's all cross-compatible, which is really nice. I'm gonna put this on its side. So the 15mm rod mount has a base plate that attaches directly to the frame. Very convenient. It's one of the benefits of keeping some of these pieces in the same ecosystem in terms of branding. That pops on super easily. If you'll notice, I took off the top handle because I could not get this on with the top handle still on. There goes that. Go here. This really just emphasizes how convenient these pieces are. Great, that's all. Okay. Then this pops right in here, and you latch that shut. Next step in our build, 15mm rods, and this allows for us to attach a lot more in terms of accessories. It allows us to support the lens, especially with this lens. It's a pretty big zoom lens, so having a little more on there to support the lens mount is ideal. Next up, we have a DZO Film PL to E mount adapter. This has worked really well for me. It helps, as nice as the Sony E mount lenses are, they don't have a lot of options in terms of cinema style lenses. So the standard PL mount lenses, they're typically a bit larger, a bit heavier, so having a mount pushes it far enough out, especially with a lens like this where lens support becomes important, and that is one of the next two things that we're gonna show going on to the build. Next step for me, when I'm building out this camera, I'm gonna attach the lens support, which will clip onto these rods right here. I put it all the way at the front because this is a pretty long lens. This is a Condor blue piece, so we finally stepped away from small rig everything. Really like the build quality of this lens support mount. It has some rollers on the front so that if you have to mount it somewhere where there's pieces that would be rotating, especially with a zoom lens, that is possible. But for this one, given how long these rods are, I don't have to do that. So I'm gonna loosen that. I'm going to open up that, pop this off. And we're gonna get this lens on here and tighten it. Great, okay. And I actually overshot, that's probably why it was hard to get. I overshot the lens support mount a little bit. So we're gonna drop this back. Okay, so now that we have the lens support all the way on, this lens, I talked about it briefly, but this is a DZO film Pictor Zoom 20 to 55 millimeter T2.8 cinema zoom lens. It is really wonderful. I think it's a really great entry-level option if you want to step into the cinema lens space. You can find them pretty affordable secondhand. I'd imagine they're not that expensive if you're buying them new, if you can find them new either. But it covers a really commonly used range of 20 millimeters to 55 millimeters. Really love this lens. Highly recommend it. Okay, next piece is our on-camera sound. This is just a Rode, a higher-end consumer Rode on-camera shotgun mic. I'll include a picture of what the actual name of it is. The on-camera sound that comes out of this is honestly really high quality, and for a lot of run-and-gun shooting style projects, I can't recommend it enough. And then now we're going to mount on the on-camera monitor. Use this to pull focus, to monitor lighting. It's a lot easier than the tiny little monitor, 2.5 inch, 3 inch monitor that's built into the Sony FX30. This is 5.5 inches. It is 4K, high bright field world. Just picked it up recently. I had a great experience shooting with it, and I believe it uses L series batteries. That pops on there. And I'm gonna move that a little more over. There you go. This is, if I'm not missing anything, this is the entire basic camera build that we used to shoot our last project. One of the shorts that we finished shooting, I just posted yesterday. Got some really great support on it, so thank you a lot for that, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy these videos, and we'll be posting a new short every Friday is the plan. The only other things that we used on the shoot day were a couple of rented pieces. So we used a Sony 24 to 70 GM2 lens, f2.8 as well. Whenever we use a gimbal or any sort of handheld shots, we use that because this is as you can tell, a very large lens, and using this on a gimbal would have been a nightmare. And other than that, I think that was it. We kept it really simple, some simple lighting setups, and nothing too crazy in terms of lenses. We didn't have a set of prime lenses. We just used the cinema zoom and then the Sony 24 to 70, like I mentioned. So if you guys liked this, if you liked running through the gear that we use, let me know, and maybe we could do a longer video on the YouTube page where I can go a little more in depth on all the pieces and where I picked them up, pros, cons, maybe things that we're looking for to pick up in the future. So if you made it this far, thank you. Please go check out our most recently released short. If you haven't already, it should just be the post before this on December 26th. So again, if you've made it this far, thank you, and I'll catch you guys next time.